Okay. Good afternoon. It is 5:02 and we can call this meeting to order. Ty, I understand someone's taking minutes for us now?
Yes. Yes. So,
Huh.
yep. As
Is it-
it'll be either Donna or Donna's actually in Mexico now, so I will take minutes tonight for you, but traditionally it'll
Okay.
be Donna.
But she will actually be she'll be here and be writing as we go, so we don't have to do anything.
Right, either that or she'll listen to the recording if it doesn't
Okay.
work into her schedule, but you don't have to do anything. That's the
Lovely.
important part.
Lovely. Just not curse, basically. That's my rule. This is not. So we have a quorum here of 5 people, so we're good to go. It doesn't say on our things to accept our minutes from the last meeting, but
No, this is a special
That's right.
meeting, so you can only address the applications. But at your regular meeting, you'll address everything else.
All right, so our first application is 1523, the MKN property on 5 South Main Street. And Wes, do you want to go ahead and explain what's going on?
Sure, Ellen. First of all, thank you very much for holding a special meeting. I very much appreciate it. So Patco is wanting to add an apartment up above the store. And we've gone through a first phase of zoning. It's within the existing roof. However, at the back of the building, facing away from Main Street, we're going to put in some dormers that will allow natural light into the space. And that truly is the only thing that we're doing that has any effect at all to the exterior.
At this point, there's that staircase on the south side of the building. Is that what they're going to be using to walk into the space that's there?
Yes.
Okay, and currently that space is being used for storage, right?
It is. It's just
Okay.
it's not even storage. It's just an attic.
Okay.
Will there be a color change on the building at all?
No. No, it will match exactly to the existing building. It's really only the size of the dormer and of course the windows on the back. And but to the back, I sent some photos. There's a rear roof that the dormers will look over. You really won't see much at all of it, even from the rear. The top of the roof comes up almost to the sill level of the.
Mm-hmm. And according to planning and zoning, fire exit, that one staircase is acceptable. So that stuff's all been approved and taken care of.
According to Joe Manley, it's okay. Yes, right. So we've gone through the plans with Joe Manley, building department with Stan as well. So truly, this was just because it's required here. We want to take review.
Yeah. Any other comments or thoughts? Good. Everybody's good. I would make the motion to accept the proposal for adding 3 dormers to create a residential space above Patco.
I'd second.
Okay. We're in favor, right?
Yeah,
that's it.
All in favor.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Ellen. I
Thank you. Thanks, Wes.
Good night.
Bye.
I was.
That was good. He had a very difficult time with us last time he was here, so I'm glad that was easy. Our second application, and Julianne, you're here. Hi. Is 1623 Paul and Julianne, who are on 23 Maple Street. Addition for a solar system residential. So Julianne and Paul, what would you want to talk about it?
Yeah, well, basically we looked at each other one day and said we'd like to save some money on electricity. and be conscientious regarding the environment. So it turned out that a friend, someone in Kent who had, not in the village of Kent, but outside of Kent, had Trinity put solar panels on her house. Who was that, Jewel? Do you remember her name? Oh, Jewel, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, Patricia Lawfer. It's
Yeah,
up, she lives up by Kent Falls. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and she recommended Trinity, and we contacted them, and Jordan, who I believe Ty met, came to our home, and we talked about it, and it seemed like a reasonable offer to have it put on our roof without us paying for anything other than leasing it, I guess. That's what the getting our electric debt costs down. And we said, let's go ahead with it. But in order to do it, we also had Jeff Kalusha. He had to put a new roof on. That was part of what we had to do, so everything would be functional for a long time.
Mhm. Do you have a layout of the plan or anything? Because it will be
Oh.
seen from the roadside. I'm assuming you're going to put it on the south side of your house.
They're placing it on, okay, you're facing our home on 341. It'll be on that roof, covering most of it. Again, regarding the plan, and I'm a little surprised Jordan's not here because he said, I'll take care of it. And so he did have something drawn up. I know he went up there, he took photos. I believe he said someone requested him to have some plans.
It's in the application.
There
If
you go.
you-
Yeah, I was gonna say, we
Yeah.
have photos and everything
Oh,
here.
good.
Oh,
Well,
there you go.
you know
I
what?
think-
This is great. This is what he told me he would do. There you go.
Yeah,
So that's on roof. The roof, by the way, is not green. It's, but that's his photo. The new roof that we had Jeff Kalusha installed there is now the same color as the panels. So the panels will basically disappear into the roof. And there you have it.
well, I for one am all for solar. If you're people putting up solar panels, so
Mhm.
I think it looks good. I think especially with a roof, a darker color.
Well, believe me, I'm a little surprised that he just arrived at our house about a week ago and he took new photos. I believe the roof was up there. So the roof is black, the same color as the panels. That's a deliberate choice that we made so that the
Okay.
panels won't pop out.
Yeah. So we chose that color so that it'll be kind of camouflaged.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And we also did a little trimming of the trees right there, that photo, an older one, you can see a tree overhanging a little bit. Oh, that limb is gone. So we have full exposure with the sunlight, which we've been told we have a very ideal situation.
Mhm.
Lucky you.
Yeah, really? mean-
Because we'd like solar panels and we do not have an ideal situation.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like we'll save quite a bit of money. We'll get away from those $500 Eversource bills.
And the rest of us will be spending winter at your house. I'm kidding. Do you,
by the way,
my only little bug, and I'm just curious if this is just, it's not centered on the roof. It's centered on the peak. Is there intentionally placed? Like I noticed that the center of the panels are centered with the peak of your entranceway. Is it meant to be centered on the whole roof or?
So Ellen, my understanding is it's centered from the drawings. He gave me a drawing. This is not it. A while ago that it covered basically the entire roof. I don't know why it's pushed over to the right.
Okay.
That's new to me. I could ask about that. And there is no reason for that because the whole roof, from what I understand, they were going to place the panels about 1.5 feet away from each edge, and it was going to be centered. So I don't know what that's about, why that's like that. Maybe
Aesthetically, you would
sloppy
prefer to
editing.
have- as you would have preferred to have it centered aesthetically as well, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, that's the only comment I have. Wouldn't it be nice if it was? Because everything else about your house is, so beautifully symmetric for your frontage, so.
Yes, yeah.
That would be the only comment I'd have, is if we can make sure that they were centered, it would be great.
well, we'll make a point of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just looked at the drawings and it doesn't look centered on the drawing.
Oh, not even on the drawing?
But it on the drawing, the chimney isn't centered either. I don't know if the chimney's centered in real life, and it almost looks like they aligned the solar, array with the center line of the chimney. But that could just be drawn incorrectly.
Uh,
Yeah,
Where-
I would
where's
like
that-
just check that.
Do you have that drawing you said that's not centered? Because I think I know what you're referring to.
Do you have a tie? I can put it up.
It's in that same application, just further in the deck.
Well, regardless, our goal would be, of course, to make it as symmetrical and centered as possible, so it's attractive. Yes, the chimney is centered, so I don't know.
uh,
Oh, there we go.
well, oh my goodness, hang on a second. Let me look at that.
Yeah, so it has that part that says clear path, which I'm not really sure what that means.
Okay, well, I could find out for you. The only thing I could
Yeah.
think of is that when he was doing this, the trees were not trimmed yet. That
Mhm.
that was overhanging and covering that section was still there. So, I don't.
It
The
could
other
be a
possibility is, do they need to have access?
yeah.
So there's a pathway to get up there in case there's an issue.
Let's, just for sake of argument, let's say that it is. That's what it's, for some reason, it has to be that way.
And it has to be, yeah.
Tell you, the roof is literally, again, the same color as the panels.
Yeah,
You will probably not notice them unless you look for it. That was a choice we made, the color that
Yeah.
we picked. So I wish I had do you have a new photo, a recent photo of the house? I mean, I do somewhere. Let me see if I can show it on my phone.
oh yeah, no, I don't think don't worry about it, Paul.
Oh, okay, because,
We're just nitpickers, that's all.
well, no, I understand aesthetically, it does seem awkward. But again, if the roof was green, I agree with you, but it's going
Yeah.
to be the same color, some sort of
Yeah.
charcoalish color.
It's. Any other comments or thoughts on this? Yep. Pete, looks good.
Looks good.
Okay. Everybody happy?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Go ahead.
A quick question, Ellen, this is just curiosity. I know I went to the wine store the other day and I mentioned to Ira, he asked what you've been up to. And I said, we're getting a solar roof. I said, we heard we might be one of the first places in the village. And he said, no, you're not. I don't know, because, I mean, I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but we're very happy that we can get this because it's going to save us a lot.
Oh, no, I think it's a wonderful idea. There are a couple other houses on Lane and Elizabeth Street that do have solar
Oh,
panels.
so he's okay.
And it's ironically, the only issue that came up is that the original plan was that they were off to one side, so, and whether they needed to be for the reason of solar panels, or it was someone just wasn't thinking of the aesthetics of it. That was the only issue that came up with ARB, so, if they have to have access for walkway, of course, I think that's understood, but if it's not the case, then.
I don't know, maybe that is a point there. I'll
Yeah.
ask, as soon as this call, we're done, at least we're done with our portion of this, I'll reach out to Jordan, I'll text him and I'll say what we've talked about and I find out what it is. I'll let you know, Ty, I'll let you know, I guess, right? Does that sound right?
I don't
Oh,
think
you don't-
anybody really has an issue about
All
it.
right.
It's just, you don't want to lose sleep at night if it's crooked. I know you. So,
I like the symmetry. Julianne
yeah,
does,
yeah, balance. It's all about balance.
she
So,
does the balance.
yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. So we're all good with this then, right? make a motion. I'll do a double motion tonight. I make a
Thank you.
motion that we accept the application for Paul and Julianne for solar panels on their roof.
I'll second.
Okay, we're good. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
you guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
So we're out of here, right?
We're out of it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Thank you.
May the rest of your week go as easy as this particular meeting has gone tonight.
You guys want to make a motion to adjourn?
All right.
5:18?
5:18, yep. Thanks, everybody.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Thanks.
Happy Halloween.
Bye. Happy Halloween.